going to do a site selection visit pre-SSV tour with a client. So you'll be hearing and seeing me give recommendations for a site setup. You're going to be the coordinator, right?
Yes.
So ask her like she's the coordinator, because the coordinator is answering everything. The PI, when the PI comes for that 15 minutes, it's just protocol. Are you okay with this protocol? Do you have patients that will qualify? Do you see any problems with this protocol? That's it. Once he's done, that's it. Bye-bye. The rest is you for the next 2 hours.
Okay.
And they ask everything, the stuff you were emailing me about in the morning with the informed consent. They will ask you. You're expected to know process of consent.
Okay.
All right, so you should memorize. You have the SOPs from us?
Yes.
So in there's a section,
Yes.
but you can't memorize the whole thing. What you will say is they're going to ask you, what's your process of consent? Okay, and then you're supposed to answer. And what you answer is, it's a private room. Patient is given time to ask questions. Patient is encouraged to take a copy of the consent form home with him to share with family. Okay. Plenty of time to ask for questions. We make sure the patient understands all the risks and potential benefits of the study. And once they sign it, a copy of the consent is given to them. That's your process of consent. I mean, you can revise it as you're actually going to do it here. But that's essentially what it is. That's what I say when I'm asked this. We do these once a week at my clinics. So now I don't even answer that it's other people, but that's the answer. But you should read through that process of consent in the SOP and see what you would actually do here. For example, they're going to ask, what room do the patients consent in? Like they'll ask you. And you have to tell them.
You have to tell them.
Or show them.
Yeah. Or show them. Okay.
You could say, I can show you. It's in a private room.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll show you when we do the tour. That's what I say.
Okay.
But then you have to identify that room before.
Right.
It's not complicated, but it could be tricky.
Yeah.
Especially for your first time.
Yeah.
And you had one, but it's not a real one.
No, it wasn't.
That's not a monitor. That's a medical liaison.
He was a medical liaison.
They're very friendly. The monitors, not so much.
Okay.
I mean, they're trying to do their job, but
But
not
it
so
makes
much.
sense. I mean, it's common sense.
Yeah. Pretty much. Once you do like 5 of these, you can do all of them.
Makes sense.
Sometimes protocol have unique requirements.
Okay.
And
Every contract has a unique requirement.
yeah, every protocol is a little bit different. So sometimes the protocol is gonna have like the need for a -70 freezer, right? And then you're gonna have to show them where that is. Or sometimes they're gonna need 12-hour visits. So where are the patients entertained for?
12 hours.
Yeah. Okay, sometimes. Not always.
No. But everything is stated in the protocols.
Everything. Yeah.
Once
And when
we
you
read
do the
protocol-
feasibility survey, they will ask you those things too. Does your site have the adequate space for?
What is your experience with the if they require certain kind of equipment that they provide these contractors some equipment, or they expect you to
only
have
on
it all
some
the time?
things. Some studies will provide the equipment that you need, but also they're gonna check like for the freezer that you said that you're gonna have to either buy one or wait until you get the study to buy one.
Yeah, because you have a refrigerated.
Freezer, we have one.
You need like a minus. You should get a minus
We do have
20.
Yeah, we do have one.
Okay, good. So you have
Yeah.
everything.
Okay.
You
Or
have
minus
everything.
70, minus 20.
Minus 20 is okay. Minus 70 you will rarely need,
Really?
but the sponsor might buy one for us or rent it for us.
Okay.
So you can always ask for.
You can always rent it. It's not another choice.
You can rent, yeah, but if they do it for you, that's
That's
fine.
good.
They just want it back when the study's over. They get
Yeah.
it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Good to know.
for the most part, they want to work with you,
Good.
but you have to have like the basics down and the answers down, and demonstrate that you have some experience. And it's going to be helpful with you because you have other clinics, so you can leverage off of that experience.
Mm-hmm.
And you've worked with other clinics where they had studies, so
I did.
leverage that. Put it on your CV. All right, Lucky, go ahead.
Do you want me to start with patient recruitment?
Yeah, let's do that. That's the best one.
Alright, how do you guys plan on recruiting patients? Like, what are your main ways? Like, is there potential conflict with other studies? Like, do you have studies that are related to one another?
Even if you do,
Scan.
you say no, because you can always find an exclusion criteria or an inclusion criteria that's different. So you say we may have another study for asthma, but it doesn't compete because, and you can include why, or you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you.
Just to say no.
Yeah.
The first 5 I will say no.
And pretty much
Of
you have
course.
control of what the studies you want, right?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You
You have
do.
control of that, so okay.
You don't want to take a study that you don't think you can enroll patients.
Right, exactly.
But if you can even enroll one patient, it's worth it
Oh, really? Okay.
to get experience for the PI. Okay,
Okay.
for you guys.
Oh, okay, it's good to know.
Even one patient, it's worth it. Okay, initially when you're new,
Okay.
because they will ask you what are some ways that the sponsor can assist you, and we won't go on recruitment anymore because they
Okay.
got it. But they will ask you what are some strategies that the sponsor can help you with, and so usually a dear colleague letter is good because you guys have a lot of referrals. So they give you an IRB approved template already, and all you do is put your name and your address, and then you send it to your colleagues. Okay, another thing is the flyers for your waiting room, the brochures. They will already be IRB approved. And the posters. And you can put them not only in your office, in your waiting room, but in your colleague's waiting room. Okay, so that's it. That's all you need.
Okay.
For you guys, that's all you need. Yeah, they'll ask the PI if he's, they always ask the PI, and this is during the 20 minutes that the PI is here. They will always ask him, are you aware of your responsibilities as a investigator as it pertains to the 1572 and the FDA? So they should say yes. If they do GCP, they will know what that means.
Okay.
So I have the PIs do the GCP so that they learn what these things mean. But basically, in summary, they are responsible for everything that occurs at this clinic.
Yeah.
No matter if you're the coordinator or you or Lucky,
Oh, that's
Doesn't
part
matter.
of the
Yeah,
Yeah.
until 15
He's a
seconds.
responsibility.
that's the contract with the FDA. Yeah.
The next one is, does the PI have sufficient time to conduct the study?
And that will not be a problem here because he's always here, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So PI oversight is something that the sponsors are deeply concerned about. And that means that the PI doesn't know what's going on with the study. In this case, he will because he's here. Like if you need him to show him a lab result, he's right there. So that's perfect. You want to emphasize this when they're here.
Alright, are any members of the staff IATA certified?
Yeah, that's what we just talked about.
Just
there.
say yes.
Yes.
Yes, when you don't know, just say yes.
So that I they don't have to work around, so you just have to.
It's like an online
It's
test.
online training.
It's
Yeah.
online, it's
Okay.
free.
Mhm.
We have the
Okay.
links. You have the links.
I have the
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They just have to register and then that's
We should have everybody.
it's kind of difficult.
I,
And they expire like every 2 years, I think.
yeah.
So you have to do it again in 2020.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And any new staff member that joins has to do it. If they're gonna do labs, they have to do
I
it.
have to do it.
I say that.
But that's why I
Okay.
say, no sponsor wants to be your first.
Right.
So that's why I said take anyone you get, and then when the
Okay.
next one comes, you say we already have another study. There's no problem. So this is the administrator's office. Maybe this is where you keep the contracts and budgets. No.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's the one that's locked, so
Okay.
it is it's not accessible to everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the business office, contract and budgets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's an exam room.
Yeah. And then equipment in it, so those 6 pieces.
Same. Somebody's there.
And
Vitals.
Very good.
Yes.
You could put another centrifuge maybe, if you have one. Like a refrigerated centrifuge. Sometimes they will ask it for a refrigerated centrifuge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I saw you have a regular one. But
Mm-hmm.
you can always put that here if you need more space.
Mhm.
So it's hot in here. Okay.
You
So
have
this
a light
can
and
be,
air conditioning.
yeah, this can't be the room for the drugs for the research.
No?
No.
Okay.
Because it's
With the machines they
yeah,
use.
yeah.
Is
We
it
have a
PI
fan.
office?
PI office, okay.
Yes.
Very good.
PI. Exam room number 3. Exam room number 2. With the same equipment, same kind of layout. Exam number.
Where the CRA goes
Mm-hmm.
and where the coordinator works. Okay, and that would be here.
Mm-hmm.
But this could be where you do your consents with the patient.
The consent.
Okay.
Okay.
You
So
bring a
everything is in
clipboard.
here?
Yeah, the patient has a clipboard.
That's fine.
They discuss with the PI here. It's private. It's private.
Okay.
So now we need to see where to put the IP and the monitor. That's really the only things we need to worry about. Yeah, double lock for the IP. Investigation of product, like the study drug. So you can put the IP in the PI's office. That's even better because you say only the PI and the coordinator have access to it. Like if you lock that. Okay, and ideally you want your study documents double locked as well.
Oh.
Ideally. But
Okay.
you can probably get away with it in that back room where the CRAs will monitor if you lock the cabinets. But you may get some monitors complaining.
Oh. Okay.
Okay? You can make it work.
So that's the other option. I don't know how you think it will be. But it's not double lock.
Yeah, don't worry about that. This one's another option.
Okay.
Is that the-
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then
Or
just
just ask
put
them.
another one there too. Like
This is the other one.
Si es que están interesados en eso, también lo
Yeah.
represento con
you can keep all your archives, extra kits in here. All the extra stuff they give you will come in here. It's already locked. That's good. That, like you come here with the cart, you take all their books they want, and you bring it to them.
Okay.
That's it. And you or your assistant take it to them.
Yes.
That's it.
They don't have to see anything else.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
keep them away from. I mean, most of them are nice, but
Yeah.
sometimes you don't want them to complain. Maybe it's unlocked. You don't want them to see that.
That's right.